Baseball can be romantic, it can be beautiful, and it can be magical. Occasionally, it is also confusing. Things happen that just don't make any sense. And this video is capturing one of those things that just doesn't make any sense. And that is the fact that Anthony Santander is still not on a team and we're almost in February. This guy hit 44 home runs last year. Just about any team in baseball could use 44 home runs in 2025. Is he gonna hit 44? No, but he's probably gonna hit over 30, almost guaranteed. So let me know down below, do you want your team getting Anthony Santander? Because let's talk about how this just makes no sense. Okay, so my argument is that the baseball community, these teams are acting like Anthony Santander hit like 188 last year. They're acting like, yes, he's got big power, but he doesn't put the ball in play if he doesn't hit for power. And that's just not the case. Is he gonna hit 300? No. But he hit 240 last year, and he hits between 240 and 260 on a yearly basis. Like, that's not terrible. Even if he hit like 220, I don't care, you're hitting 40 homers or more. And I see one of the bigger arguments is that he's just a poor defender and that you're just buying a one-dimensional player. I get that. He's gonna make the routine plays, just not the crazy plays. He's not a horrific fielder, and he can play first base. There are teams that need a first baseman. Santander has played first base. But if you're gonna stick him in the outfield, you're telling me the Boston Red Sox couldn't use 40 home run type of power? He's gonna be fine in left field. Having the green monster behind him means there's not really a lot of outfield for him to cover there. But there's other teams too. Houston, they have nobody in their outfield. You stick him in left field, there's not a lot of ground to cover. He's gonna catch the ball that's hit at him. Is he gonna make the super crazy diving play in the gap or rob home runs? No, but that's not his game. He's a switch hitter that hits the ball to all parts of the field and does it with power. And to show everyone everything that I'm talking about, I used a website called Baseball Savant, and I'm gonna pull up a picture from it right now to show you everything so you can look at everything that I'm talking about as I'm reading through it. But as you can see here, he is not the greatest defender. He's pretty much gonna catch the ball that's hit right at him. He's not gonna make the great play, like I said. He also will strike out and not take a lot of walks. But if you look at his whiff rate, he doesn't miss inside the zone. If you throw strikes to Anthony Santander, he's gonna hit the ball hard. Yes, you're gonna get him to chase outside of the zone, but it doesn't matter if the ball is in the zone, he's gonna hit it hard. And guess what? In baseball, you have to throw the ball over the plate to get a strike, and when you do that to him, he's gonna hit it hard. But what does every team need to win a ball game? Runs. They need to score runs. And you can see Anthony Santander is one of the best in the game at collecting RBIs. There is a clutch factor in baseball, and Anthony Santander, when there's base runners on in front of him, he's one of the best in the game at doing that. And look around the league right now, you have so many teams, like I can think of the teams that were in the World Series last year, the Yankees and the Dodgers, they had their best hitters hitting in the very top of the lineup. And then you had guys like Teoscar Hernandez hitting a little bit lower in the lineup to drive those guys in when they get on base. That is what Santander is perfect for. Throw one or two superstars at the top of your lineup, let him drive them in. Imagine him in Kansas City. If you have someone like Bobby Witt in front of him, with all that speed, all it takes is a single, and Bobby Witt's almost a guaranteed run. And if you looked at Bobby Witt's batting average, he gets on base quite a bit. So all I'm saying is, for someone that's probably not demanding more than $20 million a year, why not? Walker Buehler got just over $21 million to pitch for one season in Boston. You're telling me that Anthony Santander is not worth around that same price? He stays healthy, he stays on the field. And from everything I've heard, everybody loves playing with this guy. He's like the nicest guy in baseball. Who doesn't want that on their team? And he started getting consistent playing time in Baltimore around 2021. And since then, he has averaged 30 or more homers a season. There was like one season where he had 28 or 29 homers. He's a 30 homer guy, and he's shown you his ceiling could potentially be 50 homers, depending on the ballpark he's at. He mashes left-handed pitching. That's why I think Houston or Boston is the perfect place for Santander. And I hate the Astros. Obviously, I'm a Dodgers fan. Why would I like the Astros? I don't want them to get better. But if you put Santander in left field, boom, you got the Crawford boxes. He's probably going to hit 40 homers again. He could potentially hit 50. And the last thing that I'm going to add is he's only 30 years old. I just know that if I had a team, I would do $20 million a year, $22 million a year for 4 years. Come on, between $80 and $90 million for this guy, I would do it. But would you? Let me know down below. Anyways, guys, peace. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.